hopefully we'll be able to have some good streams going on. Today we're going to be trying to take down the Master Mode version of the Eye of Cthulhu, as well as starting with the Eater of Worlds in Classic Mode. So yeah, should be a good time today. Hopefully we'll make a fair amount of progress, and yeah, thank you all for tuning in to stream. For the VOD watchers, there are a surprising amount of VOD watchers for the stream, which kind of caught me off guard at first. I was like, man, the streams are doing kind of well in VODs. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. I know you could be anywhere at all and you choose to be here with me, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, hopping right in. There is a little flower here called Abigail's Flower, and we're going to want to take a quick look at this. Terraria's actually had a couple of crossover events, and this is one that they did with Don't Starve Together. It's a little summon, so we'll keep this on us. It'll do a little bit of extra damage. But yeah, it's really cool to see little things like this. But yeah, let's see here. I think right now we're going to... Right now I think our main focus is going to be getting some armor. And I think that we're going to be going for a mage playthrough, which means that we need to head over towards the jungle. Because that's where we're going to get most of our early game mage gear. But yeah. It is nice. I really enjoyed the gear progression in Terraria, just because, it's one of those things that feels like it can occur relatively naturally. You're out in the world exploring, you find some cool gear, you want to try it out. But it's also enough to where, experienced players can know, alright, this is the gear that I want to be aiming for, and really target that. Alright. Because we've destroyed all... Oh boy. Let's see if we can't help the arms dealer here. Because we've destroyed so much of the sand here, we're gonna have to take a little bit of a different route. Alright, let's hope the arms dealer lives, because, man... Alright. But yeah, while we're over here, I am going to try and build some houses in the jungle, so that, we continue to build out our pylon network. Because once we can get a fair amount of money and actually get the pylon network up and running, it'll cut down on our travel time significantly. Make just getting about the world so much easier. So yeah, maybe later on, once we unlock more of the tools used for building, we'll have a dedicated building stream where we go back and replace all of these temporary settlements that I'm setting up just for the sake of, having something to put our NPCs in. Yeah, I think that could be a fun idea for a stream. Alright, I'm gonna clear out this area here and build some temporary housing here. I'm trying to think, what would be a good idea for a jungle settlement? Oh boy, I'm about to die. Please, nope. That's a pain. I really don't want to walk back there. Oh well. It is what it is. Yeah. Can drop off some of our stuff here back at base too. Oh boy. Always happy to be streaming. It's a good time. We'll probably we'll be taking a break from Terraria in the next couple of days, just because the new Legend of Zelda game is coming out tomorrow, and I think I want to stream that. And kind of get a look at it from a game designer's perspective, as well as somebody who's for those of you who aren't aware, I'm a non-binary person, so like I've done a fair amount of like study in terms of like representation of marginalized communities within games, and the fact that this new Legend of Zelda game is the first mainline Zelda game to have a female protagonist is a really big step in the right direction for the games industry as a whole, I feel. Because, like, you know, most, like, you know, 10, 20 years ago, like, every big, like, you know, developer, they always thought, okay, our target audience is almost exclusively men or young boys, right? So they didn't really concern themselves with having female protagonists in games because they're like, this isn't who we're trying to have play our games. But games have become such a popular thing in modern years that it's like, no, it's important to have, you know, proper representation for your player base. So like just to have a female lead character, I think is a huge step in the right direction for games in general. Go ahead and eat the mango. Give us a bit of a stat buff. Alright, game. Why aren't you... Oh, because the nurse isn't here. I was like, why aren't you happy anymore? Alright, let's see here. I think the... yeah, she doesn't like the angler. The druid is all about natural nature and everything, so kind of makes sense that she wouldn't like a fisherman. Oh boy. But yeah. Alright, third attempt. Can I make it to the jungle without dying? Oh boy. See, this is why I want to get this pylon network on as soon as possible. Just because traversing the world is such a pain in the early game. Before you really have access to anything like substantial. Alright. Come on, game. Work with me here. Really just need to build a bridge there. Make my life a fair amount easier. Alright. What I'm going to do while we're coming over is start to build, or start to get some wood ready. Put that there for now, so that I can start building the buildings as soon as we get there. Hopefully we don't get immediately cut off by another one of those vine guys. I don't remember exactly what they're called. I think they're called like snatchers or something. Alright, please don't get killed by a jungle slime. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Alright, let's quickly build this little settlement here, or this little NPC house, so that I can eventually get some proper buildings and get this pylon network up and running. So yeah, that is our first, you know, like main goal, is to get pylons so that we can just teleport about without needing to walk everywhere. Alright. Let's make sure we get our walls. Don't think that's going to be enough wood, but that's fine. We got plenty of wood. Oh boy. Man. Terraria's housing system is kind of interesting, just by the fact that it makes it so... Yeah, no, I got really nothing to say there. Wild. I tried to make like a clippable moment of like some sort of insight, and then, you know, my brain just goes, nope, you have no insight into this matter. Which, you know, fair enough. Alright, let's see here. Can I make enough walls here to fully cover this room? It's like, you know, this is temporary housing, but I don't want it to look, you know, ugly with, like, being two different wall types. Okay. We do have enough to completely fill this room, so that's good. Alright, now we can move the painter and the druid over here, and we will officially have another area set up with pylons once I can actually afford them. Because right now I still can't actually afford to buy any pylons. So yeah. Alright, can we not die here, please? But yeah, as you can see, the NPCs teleport over to your settlements once they, if it's nighttime, they immediately teleport to their room, and they wait until the room is off screen, basically. So you can see on the little mini map, their little portraits showed up here. So yeah, we can come and talk to the painter, and you can see that he is quite happy, and he's got the jungle pylon for sale for 8 gold. We still only have 3 gold. Well, we have 4 gold, like 5 gold-ish, with our current savings, which does kind of make me want to just teleport back and not risk going into the jungle. But, you know, where's the fun in that? You can delve a little bit, and if things... I was about to say, if things start to look sketchy, we can teleport back, but I immediately take a ton of fall damage because I am not careful. I'm so used to not having to worry about fall damage. Alright, throw this in walls. Throw our bombs and explosives, and this mandible in weapons. Very nice. Yeah, so we're gonna want to like focus on getting fallen stars because those will help us increase our mana capacity, which is definitely important if we're gonna end up going mage. Which I'm not sure if we're going to or not yet. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see here. Let's get up here. See how close I need to get actually get this within reach. I want to like redesign our tree because it kind of looks a bit stumpy right now. But until I get a flying mount or like just some way of like moving about the area a bit better, it's going to be kind of hard. Very nice. Yeah. Let's see here. Plenty of fallen stars. So it takes 5 fallen stars to craft one of these mana crystals. And the mana crystals, you know, improve your mana by a fair bit. Makes it a bit easier. Alright. Oh boy. Alright, I'm trying to think here. What is our best option for progression? Oh, see, I know I've mentioned it in the last couple of streams where like falling stars can do a lot of damage, but you know, you saw there 1080 damage. Like, so much. Yeah. Alright. Trying to think, what do we need to do to really get our first bit of progression going? Because we're trying to tackle Master Mode, Eye of Cthulhu. Which really means like I would like to get some early game armor. So let's see what we can craft in our metal down here. I don't typically go for the metal armor, but it might be a good idea just to get us started. So let's see, that get 3. That gives a little bit of defense. Sitting here debating it. Yeah, for the early game, let's go ahead and at least get some armor. We don't have enough for the full set, but hopefully that'll keep us a little bit better off. I don't have a armor chest, so we'll make this one armor. Alright. Let's see, let's try a quick Master Mode Eye of Cthulhu fight. Let's put out some torches so that we can see what we're doing. And give it a quick run, because we got around 2.5 minutes before daytime. So it'll be a good way of just like kind of testing out our current setup, seeing how much more I really need to do. Alright, let's see here. Coming in from the right here. So yeah, we really want to just kind of keep our distance, trying to hit with these falling stars whenever we can. Because, like, you know, right now we really just don't have the damage. I think it might be just getting a hook that really takes us to the next level. Because what I want is to have some level of mobility between these platforms. Because right now we just don't really have the mobility. Yeah. That and maybe the feral claws, if we're going to stick with melee for the first little bit here. That might be a good thing to aim for. Okay, so let's see here. We'd really like to get the zoologist to move in, because she sells a hook that I think will be our best option here. Let me buy a bug net real quick. Just because, like, we can kind of come through and catch some of, you know, the smaller things. Hopefully for a little bit of money. Right now I'm going to go try and explore some of the underground desert. See if we can't get a bit of money that way. Because I really, like I said, I really want to get this pylon system up and running, but we just don't have the money for it at the moment. That should be alright. Hopefully, if we can get some cash going, we'll be in good shape. So yeah. I always forget that I've got... Oh boy, like I said, fall damage, man, is the biggest killer, because the way fall damage scales is like you either take no fall damage or you take a lot of fall damage. Like there is no like small amounts of fall damage. But yeah, so let's go down here, see if we can't find some money. Gonna try and like alright, this is a tight situation. I killed something up there. Wild. Because I was trying to just collect some of this fossil. Boy. But everything is just so scary down here when I'm when I don't really have much armor and I don't have a good way of attacking either. Alright. But yeah, we just kind of want to explore down here a bit. See if we can't find some good stuff. Alright, here we go. Yeah, Terraria's got a lot of really good quality of life aspects about it, one of which being this control press. So if you have your pickaxe out, or torches for that matter, and you press control, it'll automatically choose a place for you to place it. Which can be very nice, especially when like mining or digging with your pickaxe, because you don't have to actually like maneuver your mouse to the block that you want to click. Or the block that you want to destroy. Oh boy, this is a great thing about the Star Fury, is that I can just like attack these guys without having to actually be down here in the room with them. Provides me a bit of safety. There we go, there's the zoologist. That's the NPC that I wanted. Let me trigger that. Yeah, because rolling cactus, they are just as bad for the enemies as they are for me. Oh boy. Alright, let's come on down here. A banana split. Okay, there is a different banana weapon later on in the game. I was like, wait a second, that's not that, is it? No, it's just the item. We can go ahead and eat that though, because it'll give us a bit of a stat buff. Which will help us out in general. So let's go over this way before I leave, just in case, you know, we won't be getting any ore that we find, just because it makes it a bit easier. Well, it means we don't have to go looking for it later when we need it. Yeah, able to kind of come through here and grab some of our ore. Alright. To pay attention to like what enemies are actually in front of us as well. Another banana split, how nice. Alright. I was really worried that cactus was going to roll farther than I wanted it to. Let's bomb some of this fossil. So this is also good for you know, the sparks dropping, give us a bit of a hint to where we might want to dig down to. So, you know, we don't have a clear option right now. So I want to make sure we get this guy before we enter in here. Ooh, scarab bombs, very nice. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about with scarab bombs is there's a little bit of blowback with them. So, like, if you're standing, like, right in that little blue tuft, you can get a fair amount of, you know, knockback damage, which is kind of a pain to deal with. Alright. This is another thing that using the control is good for, is, you know, you can kind of scout out potential caves. You know, like I couldn't see any of those little caves, but the torch just is like, yeah, there's space to put this here. We can definitely put that there. Let's use another scarab bomb here. That did not work as well as I wanted it to. Alright, I have to be very careful with those worms, just because they can definitely get you in tight spots. Ooh boy, 2 health. Ah boy. It's funny, I'm a big fan of D&D, and it's one of my favorite sayings, is the only hit point that matters is the last one. And as long as you're still up and you can still fight, everything else is good. Boy, alright. Doesn't mean I'm not nervous when I'm low on HP though. Alright, hello. So yeah, this is like the ideal, is I want to be hitting them both with the sword and with the Oh boy. Oh, that's really bad. I was about to say, like, please don't, like, chase me all the way over here and, come and grab me. Nope. Yep. I had gold on me, too. That's unfortunate. Oh boy, rolling cactus are the worst. Yeah, Terraria is very well known for its traps. Like, you'll see this in a lot of like hardcore death runs of Terraria, where it's one. Oh, excuse me for just a moment. All right, sorry about that. I have some maintenance people coming in to do some like regular checkup work on my apartment. Um, so they're gone for right now, but they might be back in a couple of minutes. So I might have to mute again and deal with that when it comes. But yeah, so this is what I was looking for with the zoologist is the squirrel hook. Hooks are fantastic in Terraria just in general, but especially in the early game when you have low mobility options. For this exact reason, where you can kind of like, before we had no way of reaching up here, but now with a hook, you can move about pretty well, and if you time it well, you keep your momentum from the hook. So yeah, it's a really good way of expanding your mobility options in the early game. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh boy. Apparently they're going around to all of the rooms doing maintenance today, just on like air conditioning filters and toilet flaps and all that. So that's all right. We'll just we'll roll with it as it comes. Let's see. Let's go back and try and get that gold. Cause yeah, I would like to. Preferably, I would like to keep all the gold that we can get since we're like already struggling for gold as it is. Yeah. Having the flippers is very nice, and just not having to worry about the rope. Oh boy, that fall damage. There are a couple of different items that prevent fall damage, and I desperately need to find them. Just because, you know, fall damage is a huge problem in Terraria until it isn't. And whenever you're starting a new playthrough, you always have to kind of like rework your brain and being like, okay, no, this is a problem. Alright, sorry about that. And they were just coming back through and doing the rest of their maintenance. But yeah, we should be good to go now. No more interruptions. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can get our gold back. It's more fall damage than I would like. Alright. So yeah, the key to navigating down here right now, I think, is really going to be, just trying to take out most of these enemies from as far of a distance away as we can, and pre-triggering any of these rolling cactus traps before they have a chance to hurt us. Yeah. Oh boy. Alright. So yeah, we have a nice little nifty marker down here on our map. That is another thing we can take a second here to kind of go over. Terraria's map is really cool in just how detailed it is. Like, you can see items on it. You can see, like, different outcroppings. It is just very cool how detailed the map is. Alright. Starting to get approached by both sides, which I do not like. So yeah, as long as I'm only getting approached by one side, it's fine. Like, it's when I'm starting to get attacked from two sides that I get a little bit nervous. I'm like, all right, we're in less of a so this, you can tell that this sand slime has our gold because it is glittering gold, which, pretty obvious, but all right. Hopefully come in here and retrieve our gold. Very nice. Okay, I have half a mind to teleport out, but I can't. Cool. So we're going to have to kind of go through here and hope that we find a recall potion somewhere in here. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to break any of these pots that I can, because they are going to be my best bet in terms of a recall potion. Alright, let's go ahead and trigger that. Again, I'm not gonna stop singing the Star Fury's praises just because of its ability to set off traps before I'm anywhere near them. It's such a useful thing to have when exploring these early areas. Alright, we got lesser healing potions down there. Not quite what we need, but still useful. Alright, come on. Give us something good. Really want to find a desert chest. Yeah, let's keep on exploring down. See if we can't find anything. We really want to use all the tools that we have to our advantage at the moment, because, right now, oh, hey, there's our recall potion. Very nice. Okay, this is something very cool with the game, is every now and then while you're down here spelunking, you'll get a fairy, which will it'll lead you towards the nearest chest or heart container, so do I still have this scarab bomb on me, so I'm going to go ahead and do that so we can get some of this platinum ore. Yeah, very very convenient and nice feature of the game to, when you're down here spelunking, it just gives you a straight line towards what you're looking for, the more valuable stuff. Oh boy. Yeah, you also have to be very careful with falling sand, because sand will suffocate you, and basically it deals damage based on that. Alright, I can get through here. go. Very nice. Man, we got a lot of worms coming through here. So this is an interesting fact with like any of the crawlers in the game. They only are able to move along the walls if there are actually walls in place. So, you know, if you see them... Oh, sorry, I just looked outside and it's pouring rain where I'm at. It kind of stopped for a little bit, but we're back into torrential rain. Like, oh, that's really bad. If the power goes out and stream stops, that's why. Alright, let's go through here and explore a bit more. Kind of surprised our fairy... Oh, right as I say that, the fairy's like, alright, I have found something, let's move. So yeah, this is what it looks like when the fairy has like found something and locked on. Also, apologies if you can hear the rain. It is intense. Yeah, so we're gonna move over here. It looks like the fairy is taking us outside of the underground desert. So yeah. Alright, one thing I'm gonna do here real quick is a little trick to make just mining through sand a bit easier. If you place a torch beneath a block, sand will not be able to fall on it. And you can just kind of like a bit more easily mine through the sand and, you know, make your way. Because it is kind of a pain mining through sand normally. We showed that off a little bit in the last couple of streams, but yeah. Looks like we have some emeralds here. I want to keep our eye out for more rubies because we are, like, I'm not going to be using duplication for a lot in the playthrough, but I think I will be using it for anything to help us with boss summons. And rubies are one of those things that like are used in boss summons, so I'm thinking of being able to duplicate the rubies just for the use of duplicating boss summons. Because yeah, I don't want to have to like spend a bunch of time waiting for our bosses to spawn naturally, or me going through and, you know, getting a bunch of the resources needed to summon them. Okay. Ooh, that was close. That bat almost killed us. But yeah, so we can see here that it was leading us towards a heart crystal, which is very nice. Okay, so this is something very important. I saw this little pressure plate here. I was like, oh, okay, so that means there's a trap. And as you can see right here, we have a nice little boulder. So normally you wouldn't be able to reach up as high as I just did, but since we're in journey mode, we have that extended reach. But yeah, no, boulders are incredibly dangerous for early game Terraria, especially with hardcore, you know, deathless modes. Most people in the early game lose their lives to traps that they just kind of like carelessly didn't see or ignored. Alright, please don't die. Yeah. Alright, let's keep on moving through here. See if we can't find some chests. We do have 2 gold on us, so I want to be careful. If it looks like we're going to die to anything, then I want to recall potion out as soon as possible. I do not want to die down here and lose all of this gold that we've got. You also want to be careful with big open rooms like this for a couple of different reasons. There is a trap in the underground desert, and you can see it right here. That's so nice of the game to immediately give me an example of what I was talking about. So this is a sandfall trap. If you can see right down here at the very bottom of the screen, there's a little pressure plate. So basically, this entire section is lined with actuators, which put certain blocks into the background and make it so they're basically not there. So it drops all of the sand on the player as soon as they touch that that platform. Which, man, it's so generous of the game to give me an example of what I was talking about right as I was talking about it. Like, how generous of you, game. Oh boy. But yeah. Let's go through here. Clean this out a little bit. Oh boy, those guys, they do a lot of damage. Like, they don't hit me very often, but when they do, it hurts. So yeah, you want to be very careful with traps. They're pretty easy to disable. Just break the platform, and that pretty much disables them. But you know, traps in Terraria are pretty conniving and dangerous. You'll see this a lot in like multiplayer servers, where like you can set some really devious traps. Oh, there's the golfer. Let's see here. Can we make it over to him before he dies? Maybe if we help him. Nope. Unfortunate. There's a life crystal up there though, so we do want to grab that. And this is a perfect opportunity to show off our hook. So yeah, we can use our hook to kind of make our way up here without necessarily needing... How did I break that? Whatever. Without needing to like rope up or anything. Oh boy. Alright. So yeah, we can come over here and collect... Wow, that's a lot of rolling cactus. Rolling cactus are really just so evil because they deal enough damage to like hurt you well into the late game as well. Like get a couple of rolling cactus hits on you and you're like, you'll be feeling it no matter what point in the game you're at. And of course we normally wouldn't have this level of reach with our torches. This is like, you know, the journey mode thing. But at the same time, there are other ways of extending your reach naturally within Terraria as well. There are a couple of like building things that you can do that extend your reach. So yeah, it's like I do typically like to have those, though my accessory slots do get pretty full later on in the game. Alright. How much money do we have? We have 3 gold currently. So not terribly much more than we had before. Kind of annoyed that we haven't found like any real like chests or anything. Alright, that's dangerous. Yep. Oh, we lost our gold. I should have teleported out. Like I said, digging down in a straight hole with enemies around, the most dangerous thing in the area, because you know you don't have any mobility, you can't dodge. Oh boy, we did get a spelunker potion while we were down there, which is very nice. All right, let's favorite those. Let's sort out our inventory a little bit. This here. Then let's go over to gems and shinies and put all of this away. Why do we have an ash block in gems and shinies? Weird. Oh boy. Well, yeah. Alright, how much money are we up to now? 3 gold because I lost all of it. Ah, cool. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's grab that spelunker potion and then go down into the underground desert. Because, yeah, that's what I really want, because yeah, I just really want to get some of those. Where'd our Spelunker potion go? Is that in like our miscellaneous chest? That's closed. This is misc. Also, we need to take those out of miscellaneous. This out of miscellaneous. Where did those Spelunker potions go? Alright, let's see. Let's increase our mana some more. Alright, and I think that is maximum mana for our current area. There are other ways of boosting your mana further, but where did those Spelunker potions go? Okay, I guess I must have just misclicked and put it into into blocks. That's weird. Oh well. Oh boy. Yeah. The early game of Terraria really is like just kind of trying to get your footing so that you can make some solid progress. So right now we're just, you know, struggling to gain some money and really any real gear as well. I should also not be ignoring silver deposits since I'm currently going for silver armor. But I digress. Alright, so let's drink the Spelunker potion and kind of show you guys what it does. So yeah, Spelunker potions will highlight anything on, you know, our screen that's considered as treasure. So like any pots. So like I can go over here and with the reach that we have with journey mode, I can kind of, you know, extend out a little bit. I swear, please do not die right after drinking a Spelunker potion. That would be incredibly embarrassing and also just such a waste. But yeah. So we can also kind of see where there are additional rooms and so forth. Kind of get some extra loot. Oh boy, and yeah, I want to be very cautious of fall damage because that kind of like little chip damage will really add up when we're actually like in a fight like that. So if I had a little bit more health, that could be the difference between living and dying. Alright, so let's see here. That's a pretty far ways down to where I died. Let's see if we can take a different route down. Kind of go more to the left here instead of over to the right, like where the ferry was taking us. Oh boy, that that poor scarab was just chased down. Alright. This is exactly what I was talking about, like. I cannot believe I pointed out one of those falling sand traps and then fell victim to one later in the stream. Oh boy, come on game. The sense of irony. Alright, let's take a break from going down the the desert for a little bit. Let's see here. Explosives, that's what I want. And then gems and shinies. Alright, let's go down to hell for a little bit. So that will be a decent way for us to make some money, I think. I don't know why. I know that the rope isn't like all the way through, so I don't know why it's not like actually adding anything on. See, it's because of that moss. Like, moss will grow out and really just make it harder to drop down rope. It's really a pain. Alright. So it says that we have rope all the way down, but like I want to just kind of make sure as we're going down. Okay, looks like we actually have it this time. So yeah, we need to be incredibly careful when down here because the enemies are stronger, and of course we had to run into the most dangerous enemy right away. 2 of them, cool. So this is a very dangerous enemy in the fact that once you kill it, it drops a spawn for a late game boss, and that spawn triggers when that item is dropped in lava. So if you're not careful, you could very well, like, you know, in this situation here, kill it while it's above lava and then have that instantly spawn the boss, which would be a huge problem since we are by no means prepared to fight that boss. I think we should be fine here because of the reach journey mode gives us, but now if we're really lucky, and considering our luck with the Durious block earlier, we might get a demon scythe here. And that's what I was talking about, the guide voodoo doll. Nope, no demon scythe, unfortunate. It's a it's a kind of mid-game magic weapon, which is very good, but it does not look like the game wants to grace us with that. Even though we had our Durious block earlier, and you know how lucky that was. Alright, so yeah, this is what I want is down here with all of these pots, because we don't really have the resources to be exploring down here in earnest yet, but we can come down and break some of these pots for some easy loot. Oh boy. So now we just gotta kind of enjoy our fall for a little bit. Let's make sure that we have Abigail summoned as well. Have that little bit of extra DPS. So this is kind of dangerous to just fall without being on the rope. Just makes my life a little bit easier because I don't have to constantly press the down key as we're falling. But you know, it is one of those things where if an enemy were to hit me off this path, I would take all of the fall damage of, you know, falling that far, which would be very bad and a lot of damage. Of course, we immediately get another demon spawn. Come on, game, let me explore hell a little bit without needing, oh, that's not great. Okay. Yeah, so I just want to be able to be down here without... See, that was a very careless mistake of me, and now we are on fire. Let's go ahead. I almost jumped right back in. Cool. So I really would rather not being killed again, but it doesn't matter. The game says that I don't get to choose when I'm killed. We almost had a whole gold on us too. Wild. Alright, once more, down to hell. Oh boy. Yeah. It is nice just being able to play through the game. We might, like, depending on if I can actually get anything sorted here, we might go over and just take a attempt. I almost didn't reach the keyboard in time there. It almost. Okay, come on. We have Tim now. Come on, game. Tim. All right, let's get Abigail out. So that is nice for us because the wizard hat is pretty good for a mage build, which I think we want to go for. But it is just kind of funny because it's a relatively strong and rare enemy. So I'm like, really, we're getting like all of the weirdest luck. Alright, let's see here. We are on fire, but not for very long. Please, please game, can I just reach this building? It's all I want to do without enemies constantly spawning. Need like peace potions. Alright. So yeah, like you can see like here we're getting some pretty good money just from like being in the building and breaking these pots. As well as getting like proper health potions, which will definitely be useful for us. So I want to be careful here because lava slimes do like drop lava when they die. So like if I'm not careful, I'll be dropping lava onto myself. Wow, we got the bat. Yep, exactly like I said. I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at the bat, and we died for it. And I dropped 4 gold, which I have to go down for and hopefully kill this hell bat so it doesn't escape. Summon Abigail. Might step away in a little bit to go grab some water because I'm feeling a little bit parched. Speaking on stream is, you know, it does make me a fair bit thirsty and makes my throat a bit dry. You can kind of check and see what's surrounding our elevator using the Star Fury. But let's not like completely forget ourselves. Alright, want to drain this lava so that I stop taking a ton of damage as soon as I get down here. Okay, we got our money back. Do want to go ahead and try and like take out that fire amp, just because they can be quite the pain to deal with at range. Alright, we've got all of our money back. Let's be a bit greedy and try and go get some more. Alright, let's make our way over here. Oh, that's gonna be close. In real time, you watch me panic. I tried to go for a recall potion so that we would at least not die. At least our gold survived. Our gold did not fall in the lava. But, man, we are struggling here. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna go grab some water, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Let's keep on going and see if we can actually survive down here long enough. And I hope you all know I have not learned my lesson. I will continue to greed until we've like got enough to where like I can actually substantially. Ooh, there was a building there. We should check that out. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm scouting for when I'm coming through here. Is like looking for any potential chests or buildings. Alright, now I can kind of just run through here without needing to worry about jumping into lava pits. Do need to worry about jumping into lava pits over here. Alright, got our gold back. See, no progress lost. I'm doing great. Oh boy. Is there nothing down here? There's a chest, but we unfortunately cannot unlock that chest currently. Oh boy. Healing potion, very nice. We've got close to 5 gold. I might go ahead and teleport back up to the surface, is what I would say if there weren't any enemies spawning currently. Well, game, please, just... This is the one thing I don't like about the increased reach with journey mode, is that it really like messes with your platform placing. Alright, I think we've got what, 6 gold here? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and teleport back up to the surface. Because I do not want to lose that. Potion of return is very nice. Alright. So we now have 9 gold. Cool, we have enough for 1 forest pylon. Let's see here. Which means I need to move out. I'll move out the zoologist and I'll move her back in, because I need to move in the nurse so that the merchant is happy, so that he'll give me the forest pylon, so that, on and on. Let's go ahead and go on down here. So, one caveat that I've got with this whole classic mode, master mode thing is that I will be taking like any NPCs that spawn from like any bosses or world events that I beat, but I will not be able to buy anything from them. And that will only really matter in a couple of circumstances, specifically the miner and the barkeep. So if I beat the brain, or I guess it'd be the ear of worlds in our case. If I beat the ear of worlds in classic mode, the barkeep will spawn. What? Man, even if he's happy, he still charges me so much more than anybody else. But yeah, so the miner will be happy if he's with the barkeep, which will let us buy the pylon that we need. But at the same time, we won't be able to buy anything from the barkeep itself. But yeah, we have our first pylon here. Woo! Very nice. We unfortunately cannot do anything with it yet because we don't have any other pylons unlocked. So a little bit of a hollow victory, but you know, we take what we can get. We really just need money at the moment. Yeah, let's sort through the rest of our inventory. Boss summons, weapons, and I'll also make like a critters chest. So I think there were some gem bunnies down below us as well. Let's see, materials, weapons, and decorations. Very nice. Go ahead and put our banana splits away as well. Yeah. Let's see here. Why don't we... We've got a couple of bombs. I don't think that's really going to be enough. You know what? Let's grab our scarab bombs, because scarab bombs are going to be the easiest way of doing this, I think. So yeah, let's go ahead and switch difficulty over to classic mode so that we can show the Eater of Worlds. Yeah. I probably won't be able to spawn the master mode version of the Eater of Worlds right away, just because I do not have the spawner for the Eater of Worlds. Which just means that, you know, we'll have to kind of do the comparison a little bit later. Might fight it again once we do have that, that spawner, because the spawner itself shouldn't be too difficult to get. We just kind of need a rare world event, the blood moon, to occur. But once we have a blood moon happen, it shouldn't be too bad at all. Alright, so yeah, this will be the Eater of Worlds with little to no preparation. Let's see here. Okay, looks like I still had another, let's see here, forget what they're called. Another one of these little orbs to break before we summon it. Let's see here. I don't know if that'll be close enough to break it. It was very nice. Alright. So yeah, as you can see here, we have the Eater of Worlds, a relatively easy boss. That, like, it is interesting because you can cheese this boss pretty well by the fact that each of its body parts has its own segment. So if you have items that do AoE damage, or just, you know, stuff in general that does AoE damage, you can pretty easily take it out. Oh boy, I might actually die here. But yeah, like, even still, you can see here I'm taking a ton of hits, but since the boss is also dropping health with each of its segments that I'm killing, we're able to sustain ourselves pretty well. So yeah, like, as you can see, like, Eater of Worlds, pretty easy boss fight on classic mode, just because you really just have to stand here and keep on hitting it, and you will eventually win. What is not nearly as easy is getting back up to the surface without a recall potion. Alright, I do want to go down here and collect some of the loot from these orbs, just because we are allowed to use that loot, which is very nice. So that would be available to us even if we hadn't won the fight. Which I guess I already got that loot. Yeah, we have the, so this would have been good for me to use during the fight, just because this is a relatively easy melee weapon that you just hold like this and it'll do damage around you. We also got 7 gold off of that, so we might be able to go ahead and go, if I can make it back without dying, and get our next pylon. Alright. Please let... Alright, I'm going to go ahead and eat this burger to hopefully help us get out of here without dying. So that's my biggest concern right now. It's making it back without having all of this gold taken from us. Oh boy. But yeah. So yeah, you can see like the early game bosses are pretty simple to dispose of in classic mode, just because they don't do too much damage, and you know they'll usually be pretty generous with you in terms of like providing healing and so forth. But later on, you know, that healing will get a lot less valuable because you can't sustain yourself nearly as well on it. Alright, let's make our way over to the jungle real quick. I want to make sure I have at least 8 gold. Yeah, 9 gold should be plenty to buy our jungle pylon. And that will make going for runs into the jungle significantly easier because we won't have to like constantly be running back across the world. Same goes for the desert, but I do want the forest first, just because, well, A, it's a bit farther away, it's a bit more of a hassle to run to, but we're also going to be dying more in the jungle, I think, than in the desert. Because the jungle is kind of notorious for being difficult in early Terraria. You have a lot of enemies with range that deal high attacks. So, like high attack damage. So it's a time. Yeah, we can go over here and finally get our first proper pylon network going. So, you know, having our first pylon is great. First step on the road, but having the network set up is what really makes it useful. Alright, talk to the painter here, and boom, we've got our first proper pylon network. So yeah, now you can see I can click here, and we teleport. We never have to walk that distance again, we can just teleport. It's so nice. But yeah, now we can kind of run about the jungle biome and not need to be as careful about, you know, every single move we make. So, you know, we still do need to be careful, but you know, we're not punished as much for, you know, having to make our walk back. I feel like I hear a worm. I do hear a worm. Very nice. 2 worms. Cool. Alright, game. So yeah, now that we also have a hook, I have a decent way of preventing fall damage. But, yeah. Let's get some silver ore here. We need to put our shadow skulls away because we don't technically have access to those yet. But, you know, it also will help with, like, farming resources and so forth once we do have proper access to them. Oh, we got a golden chest down here. Doesn't appear to be trapped either, which is very nice. You always have to double check with golden chests whether or not they're trapped. We also get a very good item here, a cloud in a bottle, which is essentially a double jump. So like I can come up here, I can kind of get that little extra burst, which, like I've been saying, like mobility is king in Terraria. So like that's another way of us kind of helping cancel out fall damage, as well as just having additional mobility options. It's very, very nice. Yeah, we're going to try and go ahead and take out most of these guys at a distance if we can, the man-eaters and all these hornets, just because A, they can apply poison, which is very, very rough, and additionally they just deal a lot of damage. Like the spiked jungle slimes are the ones that I've found like are the absolute worst. They just deal the most damage that I've found of any of these like jungle enemies early on. So later on, like in hard mode, which is basically spawns, one of which being the moss hornets. And the moss hornets really are just a menace. They're all the problems of the hornet, but deal significantly more damage. Yeah, we've got our first shine potion here. This is one of the things that I'm going to want to try and duplicate for the sake of our playthrough, just because it will make it a better viewing experience for everybody involved. Alright, come on. Let's kill the man-eater, please. Yeah, we can kind of just explore about down here. You can see little moss balls down there. The jungle really is just a fantastic place to explore, but it is very dangerous. Like I said, spiked jungle slime falling down right next to me, probably one of the worst things that could happen to me. But yeah, now that we have our pylon network set up, we can simply teleport back with no real consequence other than the walk down. Makes exploring significantly less punishing. And we can also use our double jump to ignore some fall damage. So we can be a bit quicker with it as well, as long as we're smart with how we jump. I should have, however, dropped off our gear when we died. That would have been smart, but oh well. Hindsight is 20/20. Yeah, I just want to be very careful when moving about here so that we don't, we minimize fall damage. I don't think I'll ever really, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to never take any fall damage until, we get the items that basically, make it so that we don't take any fall damage in any circumstance, but... Oh boy. Get an extra life crystal. Very nice. Alright, this does not appear to be a trap chest either. You can usually tell if they're trap chests just by the fact that they'll have like dynamite underneath them, or they will have like boulders above them. That kind of thing. Alright, we have a granite biome here. We're not going to spend terribly long in the granite biome if we can. Just because these gladiators here, or these hoplites more so, they can be kind of a pain to deal with. Oh, but there is I don't think I've ever seen this before, a house spawn inside of a granite biome. That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Nice. Very cool. Let's see here. We didn't get any chests inside of it, though. We did get a keg and a loom, though, which are both very valuable crafting items. Oh. Alright. Let's try and kill this jungle slime before it kills the barkeep. Okay, let's make our way up to the barkeep. Alright, very nice. Got lucky with that. Got the barkeep relatively quickly after being the Eater of Worlds. Like I said, I can't buy anything from the barkeep at the moment until we beat the Eater of Worlds in Master Mode, but we can still unlock them. Let's see here. Let me try and scout out a little bit with torches to see if there's you know, any easy little, man, words escape me so often. Easy little caves that we can go into. Do want to upgrade our pickaxe before too long. As soon as we get to, I think it's once we beat the Eater of Worlds, we'll get our first big pickaxe upgrade, which will be very nice. Yeah. Let's see, I want to try and catch this buggy. That will be good fish bait for us later on. Okay, let's see if we can go back up here. Yeah, like I said, scouting out with the Star Fury is just so useful. Let's keep on going. That's a jungle slime down there. Those things are dangerous. So I want to try and kill that while I'm outside of its range. I swear they do the most damage of anything in the jungle this early on. That might be false, but... well, other than like the bosses, but that's obvious. Any of the standard mobs, I should say. Ooh, we have our first little jungle chest over here. These are going to be very useful. They can contain some very good items and might help us a lot with kind of coming about and beating our first Master Mode boss. Should be very nice. Oh, there's a heart crystal over there too. We want to get max health as quick as possible. Like, somewhat obviously, just because, you know, it will be one of the easiest ways of increasing our attack power, is how long can we attack for. You know, the longer that we have access to living, we will be attacking more. Elegant way of putting that. Alright, we do see another life crystal up there too. Man, I cannot get up here. And one there. Man, the game is just giving them to us. Wild. Alright, let me come down here and grab this chest, and then we can make our way towards the more life crystals. You always want to grab life crystals even once you have max health, strictly for the reason that they can be used in crafting as well as increasing your max health, which can be very, very nice. We get a little pet. I think that's a turtle, but I think we are going to keep the dirtiest block for now. Is kind of unfortunate. That is like probably the worst drop that we could have gotten. But you know, it is what it is. Alright, let's get over here and get this heart crystal. Or life crystal. Heart crystal is a different game. Oh boy. Yeah. Hope you guys have been enjoying the streams. Excited to play Zelda tomorrow. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Should be a good time. Ooh, we have I want to be careful here using the Star Fury with the beehive up here. Just because if we're not careful, we could summon a boss that will kill us. But, well, maybe it wouldn't, because I would be tackling it first on classic mode. But even still, I don't want to test it. That is the queen bee. And we'll kind of make our way up here and try and like discover the hive. Although, if we're not careful, it could very well end up being that we end up getting killed by the little bees that spawn. Oh boy. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I was talking about, the larva here. We have to be very careful that we don't hit it, because destroying it will summon a boss, which I do not want to do. But yeah, we can kind of scout out a little bit in here. Just make sure we don't hit that. We have another granite biome over there. Let's go explore that. But yeah, we'll be coming back here later on, to craft the summon for Queen Bee, as well as, actually I'm going to collect this honey block right here, because this is a crafting component in the Queen Bee summon. So I want to get this while we have it here. Do I have a full inventory? I do have a full inventory. Okay, let's see here. Let's throw away the zombie banner. Oh, we have a fairy here to guide us again. Let's see if it leads us to anything in the area. Oh boy. Yeah. It's funny, I've been doing a fair amount of editing on both the Subnautica and on Terraria videos. And, oh boy, editing is a pain. It's one of those things that, it just takes so long. You have to listen to yourself talk for, hours on end. And I'm trying to look out for stuff that'll make good content that you guys will enjoy. And it is just sifting through 10 hours worth of footage is, it takes a long time. We've got, well, this fairy is going to show us here. But yeah, we've also got another chest right over here. Yeah, I see it. Thank you, fairy. So one thing I am super grateful for is this feral claw. As long as we're running, melee with our current build, we will be, So basically, what the feral claw does is it lets me hold down click instead of having to repeatedly press it. Go ahead and drink that. I'm trying to sort out our inventory of what we don't need. So that I can come over here and get all this stuff without necessarily needing. Let's see, let me try and clean out my inventory a little bit more. I don't need javelins. I don't need those husks. Don't need granite blocks. I do, however, need to not die from jungle slimes. But yeah, so it probably doesn't look too different on you guys' end, but basically what this allows me to do is just hold down click instead of repeatedly press it, which is super nice and makes my life a lot easier. Until we're off of melee, this will definitely be a permanent addition to our hotbar. And we also get a nice ranged option here. And we'll throw this away. Do want these. And we'll throw the gold brick away, and this away, and the cobwebs away. See, I do want to watch our oxygen here. I'll drink this. Oh boy. So, the eagle-eyed among you might have spotted that a meteor just landed. That is another thing that is triggered by defeating the Eater of Worlds. So, while it would be nice to go and get some meteorite, because it is helpful with a mage build, we won't be doing that because, again, we don't technically have access to it yet. Which is fine. We are getting pretty deep into the jungle here, which is very nice. Oh, we found another hive. Very nice. So now if, worst case scenario, we, need multiple of the Queen Bee summons, we've got them. Got a little rail here. Let's see where the rail takes us. It takes us to death. And we had 7 gold on us. No. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get down that far again. Because, we were really deep. Oh, we just got, 2-shot by this hornet. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we were super deep. Unfortunate. Oh well. It is what it is. Alright, let's sort out our inventory. So we got too much stuff as it is currently. Oh boy. Alright, we can put all our crafting stations down. Just in case we need them. Alright. Debating if I want to switch over to the shotgun, the boomstick. Boomstick is a very, very good early game weapon. But having the feral claws is also so nice. So we might stick with melee for a little bit here until we can, get a proper magic weapon. Oh boy. Alright, let's go to blocks. Alright, I think that's everything there. Let me make sure, yeah. We're a little bit away. So this can be our good chests. Extra chests. Our chest's chest. Say that 5 times fast, I mean, for real. Alright, let's throw this in here. I think it's in miscellaneous where we're keeping our wood at the moment, so we can throw that in there. We have a critters. And let's see, let's make a die. Dies and components. So yeah, this red husk is a component for dies. I actually do want to keep that in my inventory for a little bit, just because it is a means of summoning the I forget his name. It's basically a dude that sells you a bunch of dye. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Yeah. Alright, explosives and accessories. Explosives and accessories. And I'll throw these in miscellaneous as well. Very nice. We have a sorted inventory. Let's see here. I think what I might do here is craft some potions and then throw it over to night. And we might take another run at the Eye of Cthulhu. Let's see here. I want blocks. There's blocks. What I'm specifically looking for is glass. So what we can do is make glass into bottles. Put a bottle on a table here, and then we need to go fill the rest of those bottles up with water, and they will help us out with crafting potions. I think our quickest water source is just teleport over here and craft them like that. Very nice. Okay. So yeah. Now, if we go click open our materials, we have a number of potions that we can craft. Ooh, let's see, I want to get a little bit of iron ore, a little bit of platinum ore, because those are both used. to make some potions. To be careful with potions right now, just because I don't have a ton of resources to make them. Let's see here. A Thorns potion is pretty good early on. Why can't we craft a Swiftness potion? I guess we don't have Water Leaf, question mark? Thought we had Water Leaf. We do have Water Leaf. We have Day Bloom. Maybe it's something else that we're missing for Swiftness potions. So I know they use Cactus, but we've got Cactus in here. I don't know. Yeah, this is the armor that we're going to be crafting later on. It's the jungle armor. But we don't quite have enough for that right now. Oh, we do have Vile Powder. How many? We only have one Vile Mushroom. So Vile Powder is used to make the Eater of Worlds boss summon. So I might want to look into that and getting some of that. And I think those are really the only potions right now that are really going to help us. Quick stack these and just take out one of each. Gills potion. I'll take the knockback potion and a Thorns potion. Here's our Swiftness potion. Yeah, let's take a run at the Eye of Cthulhu. Get our boss summon. And let's throw it over tonight. It's under the clock. Duh, of course it's under the clock. But yeah. Let's go ahead and buff up and summon the Eye of Cthulhu. So yeah, we have significantly more at our disposal now than we did before. You know, we've got our hook that'll let us have even more increased mobility over the eye. We have our feral claws, which just give us additional attack speed, as well as making it my life a lot easier. Yeah. So you can see, like, even now, like, the potions, especially in the early game, really matter, and matter throughout the game, just because of the stat increases that you do see from, like, the bosses. Having those potions really does make the difference in a lot of cases. Oh boy. Let's see if we can get some cheeky damage in here while he's transforming. Kind of. We kind of got a little damage in there while he was transforming. So yeah, we do need to be careful, and this is where the Thorns potion really does come into play. Is, we deal damage, and now he has this dash attack. This dash attack is a, I think it's at an expert mode. And later on in the fight, he almost exclusively dashes, so it becomes really hard to hit him with any other attacks. But yeah. Oh boy. But yeah, so that Thorns potion is very important because, in this scenario, we're dealing damage even while we're taking damage, which is still viable right now in the early game because, we're not taking so much damage that it's killing us immediately just to take one hit, which can be very problematic later on in the game, where you take one hit and that's enough to full on kill you. But yeah. Early on here, we can kind of just especially with the healing that we have at our disposal and the amount of health that we have, we're pretty well equipped to just kind of take any hits as they come. And there we go, we have our first Master Mode boss defeated. And each Master Mode boss gives you a little trophy when you beat them. And I think we'll craft a proper like trophy room eventually to put all of our trophies in. But yeah, now we officially have access to Demonite ore, as well as one of the best accessories in the early game, in the Shield of Cthulhu. What this will do is it gives you a little dash, which again increases your mobility. It also gives you a little bit of invincibility frames, as well as doing a little bit of damage while you dash. So it can be very, very useful at this point in the game. And I think with that boss fight, we do actually have enough money for another pylon. So let's go run over to the desert real quick and add another pylon on. Yeah, it's very nice to be able to kind of come in and make some real progress for the first time in the game. Because, you know, so far we've been trying our best to, like, make some progress, but, you know, only so much we can do. But with the feral claws, I think, like, the feral claws are such an important thing to get early on when you're, like, only have melee weapons as, like, your significant damage source. I guess, okay, let's see here. That's a little bit annoying. So, alright, we need to build some more housing currently, because we don't have enough housing to fill everybody. I need to swap the tavern keep down there. Actually, I do think I want a pylon down in the underworld before I have it over in the desert anyway. What I think I'm going to do actually is rope up to that island, that flying island that we saw there, and add a torch to that so that we don't have to futz with building more housing right now, because I really just cannot be asked to do that right now. We'll eventually build some more housing in the frost biome, but until we do that, we'll have to stick with what we've got. Alright, let's rope up here. I do also want Abigail on, so she can kind of help defend me from exactly that, the demon eyes. The demon eyes are kind of annoying as it currently stands. Alright. Come on, game. Yeah, we can just kind of rope up here. I don't think we got the loot from this flying island either, so that'll be a good opportunity for us to get this loot as well. Alright, lovely. So what I'm going to do here is move the angler in here, because I don't think we're going to really need the angler for the moment. Actually, what I should have done is move the tavern keep in so I can move the nurse over, but oh well. Another Star Fury. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, let's teleport back. And then we have to, yeah, no, that was such a mistake removing the angler first. Because now I have to go down here, I have to move the tavern keep in, then I have to go over to the desert and move the nurse in. That was just a mistake. If I had done my NPC math correctly from the start, I would have had moved the tavern keep first. But it is what it is. Alright, now that we're down here, we can move the tavern keep in, and you should be happy. Maybe it's because he's not actually here yet. Okay, he's here now. Are you happy? Yes. Okay. Alright, let's see here. I kind of want to build it or just have it on top here. The pylons are very, very cool. What I'm going to do, this is kind of silly, but I'm going to teleport twice just to get on top here. So I can dig out this little area. I didn't want to like have to go through the trouble of doing that from the other direction. I do want to try and grab this these gem bunnies if I can, just because I think they sell for a decent amount of money. Please don't. Oh, we got a depth meter from that. Very nice. Well, the gem bunny unfortunately jumped into lava, but we did get a. Ooh, so this is a nice little trap. What you can do is like just destroy the dynamite, but instead I'm just gonna trigger it, just so that we can get all of those resources nice and cheap and fast. But yeah. So now we can teleport around a bit more. I hope you guys are starting to understand like why the pylon system is so important, because like instead of having to just fall down for a couple of minutes, you know, we can just teleport about where we need to be. So yeah. Let's see here. I do want to go move the nurse over. We're not gonna have enough money to buy the pylon, I don't think. But I want to have her over there just so that whenever we do, I don't have to like worry about there already being an NPC moved in there that, you know, is taking up her space and I have to move them about, and basically I want to avoid the situation we just had. Okay, we have a sandstorm now. So a sandstorm is interesting in that is a world, like it's a weather event where underground desert enemies will spawn on the surface. And it also gives, like, it pushes your player quite hard. And those sandstorms occur when the weather is above a certain, like, the wind is above a certain mile/hour threshold. I don't know exactly what that threshold is, but, you know. Oh boy, alright, let's try and come in here and move the nurse in. There you go. Are you happy? No, because she's not physically here. Alright, well, I don't want to deal with the sandstorm, so let's get out of there for right now. Alright, let's see here. Feeling good today. We'll probably go for a bit of a long stream today. I feel like we're making good progress. Let's see here. Weapons. There we go. I want to go down into our chest. Extra chest. Where's our extra chest? Alright. Put this into materials. Kind of surprised. Well, I guess it's because of housing requirements, but we haven't gotten the dyer yet. Decorations. Thank you. And clothes. Put those aviators away. Alright. Oh boy. Alright, let's see here. I think we will go over and try and find the vile thorn in the corruption. Oh, there's the dye trader. I knew that they were going to show up eventually. Because if we can find the vile thorn, that is a pretty good magic weapon that could carry us through a master mode boss fight of the Eater of Worlds. I hear you. Especially with magic. Also, we're going to be doing something similar to what we did before with the Eye of Cthulhu fight. We are going to be using our resources available to us to craft this area into a better space for the purposes of our fight. You know, this is a very cramped area. We don't really have much room to dodge. So we really want to be able to make sure that we use this to our use the space to our advantage. And of course we hit a bunch of sand. Alright, come on. Let me get through here. There we go. So yeah, we just want to make sure that we have plenty of room to dodge when we are in the actual fight. Lovely. Alright, let's see here. Doesn't look like we have any more of our orbs that we summon with, which is kind of annoying. At least none right at our point of vision. There was a kind of like pretty deep hole over on the right that we like kind of initially fell into. Let's go check over there and see if there are... Of course it's the jellyfish in this area that kills me. Oh boy. But yeah, we also, so the reason I'm using bombs isn't necessarily just because, you know, they are, like, you know, there's more space that I'm trying to clear out, but it's also that we can't actually break ebonstone blocks, which are these blocks here, with our current pickaxe. We need to have beaten the Eater of Worlds in order to simply even break these blocks. But we can kind of get around that with bombs. Shadow Orb, lovely. A little light pet, which not the worst in the game, also not good. I really would have liked the Vile Thorn there. Well, that was really our only other way of getting the Vile Thorn. So I might have to try and go for a different weapon. Let's see, our banners. Might need to do some get some potions ready, some fishing done. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Oh boy. Very nice. I don't think we've really explored the other side of the world, like beyond the corruption. So let's go do that a little bit. See if we can't find some more stuff down here. Oh boy, we really need to be careful if we ever use our double jump. We need to be careful because that's also our main way of preventing fall damage. Okay, this is actually super nice. So these are living wood trees, which generally, you know, they're fine. They contain some pretty good loot. But in our case, what we really like them for is they prevent the spread of corruption. So this corruption, this purple grass, this area, is a hostile zone that, like, NPCs can't live in it. Mobs will spawn constantly. So, like, it's just generally a bad time. But what you can do... But, you know, they do block... Wood... There are certain blocks that can't be corrupted, wood being one of them. I cannot think. But yeah, so it is very nice that... oh, we got a nice water chest here. Water walking boots. Oh, that is so nice. Our luck is so good this playthrough. Like, that's insane. So, water walking boots is an incredibly good find because they are a component in a late game item called the Terra Spark boots. which are basically the final upgrade of our current Hermes boots. So we are just getting super, super lucky in this playthrough. Like, it's kind of insane how lucky we're getting, but very cool. It's very, very nice just being able to have access to that. Interesting. Okay, we're kind of in a desert. The game is like trying to figure out if we're in a desert biome or not. Alright, let's come up through here. I'm assuming there's just a lot of sand beneath us, which is kind of what's causing it to freak out a little bit. Yeah, we can kind of come through here and explore more of the surface, because we came over this way a little bit with our gravitation potion, but we didn't really explore much of the surface. Yeah, we've got the frost biome. The frost biome is going to be a bit tedious for a little while, just because since we are playing in master mode, we get the chill debuff whenever we're in water while in the frost biome. So what I might do while we're over here, let me see if I can find an entrance to the underground frost biome, and we might build like some NPC housing while we're over here, just so that we've got it. We have it ready for when we actually want to move some people in. Looks like there isn't a super easy way into the frost biome, so we'll just, oh, we have some ice there. We'll just cut down these trees here and make a little starter home. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get this sorted out. I'm excited to like do a dedicated like building stream where we just like spend a little bit to actually build out each of these different like biome shelters. Like, I think that'll be a really cool idea for stream. Like, actually give me a little bit of time to properly like think out a bunch of different ideas for like different houses and so forth. Like, we could do like a like some kind of like ski lodge for the frost biome. That could be cool. And then maybe like a I don't know, what would be good for the jungle biome? I don't know. Have to kind of brainstorm it. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to leave a comment for what you think each biome base should look like. We can kind of go from there. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and craft all of this. We need doors. 3 doors, and then turn the rest into walls. Wherever walls are. Alright, hopefully that's enough. It is so nice having a summon. A, because it means I won't be snuck up on by enemies. But B, also just because, you know, they will start to take care of things before I even, like, need to worry about it. Alright, having extra NPC housing never hurts because, you know, it just means that we won't have to worry as much like we did with the Tavern Keep earlier, in terms of you know, creating extra housing for people. Oh, it's starting to rain again. It is funny, like, looking out my window throughout the course of this stream and seeing, like, either it being torrential rain, like light rain, or, you know, whatever. It is funny. Alright. Poor slime. It got stuck in there. Alright. Yeah, let's keep on exploring to the left. See if we can make our way to the ocean. I should have brought a gills potion. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh boy. Interesting. I think this is technically a living wood tree. I've not seen a living wood tree spawn like this before. That's kind of weird. Fun. We have another little chest over here that we can check out. Sorry, rabbits. Let's see here. There we go. And we have reached the ocean, I think. Either that is just another desert biome. Okay, it's just a little mini desert biome. I might move our current... ooh, I want to grab that water candle. I might move our current desert settlement out here eventually. We can probably use a teleporter to get in to that area without too many problems. Alright, let's see here. This is going to be the real test of luck. Do we get a water bolt in the shallow area of the dungeon? Which I don't think we will. I don't happen to have that depth meter on I still, do I? No, unfortunately not. The depth meter would be very, very helpful, just because there is a... The dungeon has a guardian, and the guardian isn't too keen on people sneaking into the dungeon, so you have to defeat it first. But it is much stronger if you just go into the dungeon without actually attacking it. So we're just gonna leave the dungeon for now. We got a water candle, which is a really good find, just because that increases spawn rate, which I guess we don't technically need since we're in journey mode and I can control the spawn rate, but it's still nice to have. Having a second desert biome is also quite nice, just so that we have like a way or a pylon over near the dungeon, which the dungeon will be, you know, a late game dungeon. Well, not late game, but late mid game dungeon. Have another water chest, get some more flippers. Very nice. Can I put the flippers? Weird. I'll just leave those there then because we don't quite need them. Weird. Yeah, we have now officially made it over to the ocean. Very nice. I don't think... Yeah, I don't really have any water walking boots, so I can't really go down and explore. I don't have any glow sticks either, so I'll keep... Let's see here. Oh, shark. That's... If we can kill this shark, that would be great, because we need shark fins. Shark fin, very nice. Shark fins are an item that are used in a couple things. I think they're used in gills potions, as well as a couple of other items. Okay, we've got a lot of inventory to sort out here. Oh boy, quick stretch. And some water. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, weapons. Sort these out first. And then let's go to seeds. Then materials. I'll put this in like the other Alright, potions. Potions. Throw that in there. Then we want accessories. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Extra chests. Here, we'll throw the dye component in there. Extra chests. Critters. No, we want pets. Where's my pets chest? Walls. Let's see, we have banners chest here. Let's see, do we have an unlabeled chest? We have this one, but I think I'm going to save that one. Alright, I want to make this one extra healing / mana. Can I get potion? No, that's fine. Extra healing / mana potions. Since we're not running with mage yet, I'll go ahead and throw our healing potions in there. I'm going to throw our water candle in our piggy bank, just because I think that's going to be the best place for it. Very nice. We didn't get any more vile mushrooms during our corruption trip, did we? I don't think so. What I might do... well, no. Oh boy. Very nice. Whew. Making good progress. We got a couple of pylons up. Yeah, we're doing well. I'd like to get another piece of armor. I don't think we have what's necessary to make... let's see here. Oh, we could make demonite bars. I thought we needed scales to make demonite bars as well. We can just go ahead and make some armor. So we do need demonite bars to make the pickaxe and the armor as well, I guess. So if I go over here, so we can't use the shadow scales yet because we haven't beaten the Eater of Worlds, which is what unlocks them. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. We do need shadow scales for this armor and the pickaxe. But we could go ahead and get the Light's Bane. Put this away. I think I will go ahead and get a Fisher of Souls, because that's a pretty okay fishing rod. Better than the wooden rod, so. Alright, let's see here. Let's go over and collect some vile mushrooms and see if we can't get the spawner for the Eater of Worlds, and then maybe take a attempt at a hard mode Eater of Worlds or master mode Eater of Worlds. I'm trying to think, because for the Eater of Worlds you really need something that does good AoE damage, like piercing damage. Oh, please don't fall. Oh, it's alright. So I'm kind of trying to think, what is our best option for that? Got another vile mushroom there, very nice. Another burger. Also very nice. So I'm just trying to think, what weapon would do us well here? Can we get one? Oh, we've got 2 vile mushrooms. Okay, that's nice. So I'm trying to get as many vile mushrooms as we can. Alright, let's teleport back. Open our materials and get some more vile powder. There it is. Very nice. So we have 20 vile powder. Let's check with the guide and see how much we need to craft 30 vial power in order to get one worm food. So we would need, what, roughly 120 vial power to get a worm food, or to duplicate our worm food. Oh boy, that is a pain. Kind of like poison knives as well. That's fun. Fun touch. Alright. Materials, let's throw that back in there, and we can throw our dirt in our blocks. Oh boy. Yeah. We haven't... How many do we need for duplication? We need 99 for duplication. So, a little bit less than we would need for... We only need 25 of these for duplication. I can go ahead and duplicate these. So like I said, I'm going to duplicate anything that has to do with boss summons, because I don't want to futz with that. So yeah, I should have checked how many the vile mushrooms need, because if the vile mushrooms need fewer, we might be able to do something with that. That might be a good idea. Alright, and we still didn't find any rubies, unfortunately. Yeah, we're still at 14 rubies, and we need one more in order to duplicate that. We can go ahead and craft some more platinum, but we need a fair bit more platinum as well to duplicate for our boss summon. Okay. Let's see here. I think what I might try and do... Actually, do we have any moon? We have one moon glow. So let me open this. That's unfortunate. I spent all of my platinum ore. I think you only need one platinum ore though for... I guess not. I was only one, but maybe I'm mistaken. Oh no, I need blink root as well. That's why. That's what I was worried about. Blink root is always so expensive to get. Just because like it blooms so rarely and takes so long to grow. Blink root is by far the most annoying. Like there's blink root there. Hello, welcome to stream. Oh boy, we are currently doing a bit of spelunking. Because we need like proper equipment to take on the Eater of Worlds. Oh boy, I think I saw a house over here somewhere when we were coming around. We've made a fair bit of progress this stream. We've got seagull statue. I thought it was a crow statue for a second. We've started to get our pylon network up and running, which is very, very nice. So we can actually teleport about the map to some degree now. Let's go ahead and take that dart trap. Get a little bit of topaz. Alright. A ruby tree. Very nice. Alright, cool. We now have enough ruby to research and make our... Interesting. There's a dart trap there. It was like... There's a section there for a trap platform, but I didn't see the trap anywhere. Like, alright, where is it? So I like disabling traps when I find them, just because if you let a trap, just exist in the world, the odds that you will live to regret that are pretty high. I didn't notice you were streaming. Oh, that's perfectly alright. That's perfectly alright. Going for a bit of a long stream today. Happy to have you here. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll be streaming tomorrow as well with the new Legend of Zelda game. So that should be a good time. Alright, let's see here. Ooh, nice. Little statue and a diamond tree. But yeah, make sure to throw on notifications and you'll never miss a stream. Oh boy, it is always the YouTuber thing to say, right? Remember to like and subscribe. Turn on the bell so that you never miss anything. Yeah. No, I always appreciate anybody for just showing up. Alright, let's see here. Please. Please. There we go. Cool. Yeah, just kind of exploring about right now. Oh! Cool. We found another trap. So similar, earlier in the stream we saw... Oh, that's annoying. That's so annoying. That's going to destroy all of our rope. Alright, I'm just going to teleport out of here because I don't want to deal with that. So that is a rather devious trap in Terraria. It basically has a pool of lava above you and has a pressure plate beneath and will open up a tunnel directly on top of you with the lava. Like, Terraria really is, like, devious with some of its traps. It can be so annoying sometimes. Alright, let's make a statues chest. Rename statues. Let's see here. Let's find our wiring and throw that in there. Lovely. Let's put this in seeds, not in gems. Alright, let's see here. I was thinking about duplicating our rubies. So that we can make our boss summons a bit easier. Alright, let's see if we can go find some platinum. And hopefully just hopefully if we can find some platinum we'll be able to make our boss summons and fight another boss today. So I think, like, how we are currently, we can take on both Master Mode and we don't have any rope. I'm in danger. I realized we were falling past the place where the trap fell. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna fall and I'm going to not have any means of breaking or landing my fall and not, preventing fall damage. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh boy. Alright. There we go. Let's just throw all of our rope back down. We're gonna have to put down torches again as well. And it's going all the way down. There we go. Cool. We've got our rope down. Alright, let's explore a bit more. See if we can't find some platinum. Let's see. I'm trying to find, like, a good area to, like, properly explore. I hear a worm. There it is. There's another dart trap. Let's go ahead and take that out of commission. Yeah. Oh boy. Do a little bit of spelunking. And of course we immediately run into another dart trap. Like, so it is kind of nice. You can, if you're holding like a pressure plate, you can see like the wiring and check for traps, which can be quite nice. It's, save yourself a lot of headache. But at the same time, you have to like physically be holding the trap or the pressure plate for it to work. So only works so well. Alright, we've got a unicorn statue, a zombie statue, and a gemcorn tree. Get the unicorn statue. Get the zombie statue. Oh boy. Yeah. It's nice to just be able to do some spelunking. Let's see, I'm trying to like scout for any potential caves that we could dig to. Oh, looks like there's some platinum. No, that looks like iron, not platinum. Oh well. Let's go down here. Why not? Don't be deterred by the lava. You'll be fine. Famous last words if I've ever heard any. Oh boy. Oh, got a boulder trap here. Oh, that's bad. Very easily could have died there just to fall damage. Oh, looks like we have a little rail line down here. Go ahead and check out this minecart. You have to be very careful with minecarts at this level, just because you run into scenarios like this where we're still not very tanky, so enemies can kill us very quickly. But along with that, you will find that the rail will run into just pools of lava, which can be very, very bad. Like this, like if this were a single tile lower, we would be driving straight into lava. Oh, we found a nice little house here. We'll go ahead and check that out while we're here. Slime statue is so good. So what statues do in the game is they will allow you to basically summon enemies, right? If you wire them up to a timer, you can basically have them summon enemies for you. Oh, there are a couple of traps here. But yeah, so if you summon enemies, most of the time they don't drop loot. But slimes are one of the few enemies from statues that do actually still drop loot. They drop gel, which is super nice to just have a gel farm. Because gel is one of those things in the game where you always need it. And it's just nice to have. So yeah, here, let's go up and explore this area a little bit more. Oh, nope. Oh boy, yeah. Alright, come on. Looking for that platinum. We've got a fair amount of silver here. Still haven't found all that much platinum, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, I hear the worm. There it is. Alright. Let's keep on exploring. Very nice. Oh boy. Boy, there are certain enemies that you just kind of have to like be very careful for. The crawdad is one of them in that like it looks pretty unassuming. Like the giant shelly as well. Like they just do so much damage for how big they are. So like you won't notice them, and then they'll just come up and deal half your health in a single hit and cause you to panic and be like, oh, what just happened? Oh boy. Let's see here. I need 100 ore. I currently have 12. I'm just trying to see, like, I don't want to duplicate for anything really other than boss summons, but I'm more than willing to duplicate for boss summons because they can be just such a pain. Alright, I think I'm done spelunking for the moment. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do this and get a little bit more health. Let's see. Alright, see here, I need 25 bars. So we would need 13 more bars. And how much ore is a single bar? 4. So if we need 13 bars, that would be 52 ore. So it is going to be better for us to just get the ore and then duplicate the bars. So we only need 4 more bars now. Okay, that's not too bad at all. Oh boy. Yeah, let's go down and explore a bit. See if we can't find anything. Let me check the map real quick. So there is the house that I saw. So let's break off right around, is it here? Yeah, right here. So let's break off a little bit above and make our way over to that house. See if we can't find anything good in there. Oh, is that another one up there? No, it's just some water. Actually, let's dig from down here, because it looks like we've got a little, like, less to dig through down here. Very nice. I say that into immediately... Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and let me destroy that boulder real quick. Just so that we don't have to worry about dying to any traps. I swear we're running into a lot of traps today. I've been able to deal with most of them, I feel. Alright, where's that black slime? There it is. Lovely. Let's keep on exploring a bit down here. Ooh, okay. A magic mirror is very, very nice. Because basically this is a permanent recall potion. We can use that as many times as we want. It doesn't use up potions like our recall potions do. So that is a very, very nice upgrade to have. So we already have a loom, so I don't really want to grab another. Just keep on exploring. Alright, let's look down here. Got a little life crystal down here. As well as another gem corn. Very nice. I'm gonna let that gem corn be for now. I'd like to make our way over into this little cave system. Oh boy. This little gap here really scared me for a second. I thought there was going to be a boulder dropping on my head. Should have grabbed a mining potion. Or made one or the other. Boy. That's alright. We really need to get an upgrade to our pickaxe, which we should be able to get pretty soon. As soon as we beat the Eater of Worlds. Alright, let's get out of here and deal with these enemies. So I do not want to be in a hole with a giant or a giant Shelly. These things are a pain to deal with. They'll do so much damage, especially when you're just like stuck in a hole with them. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh wow, 2 life crystals in one area. Very nice. One more, and well, actually no, that's max health right there. Very nice. Very cool. We hit max health. Good achievement. Let's see here. boy. Yeah, I really would have liked a Spelunker potion, but unfortunately we haven't found a Blink Root either, which is also required for a Spelunker potion. It's kind of just annoying that like Blink Root is so rare. Because like, you know, even later on in the late parts of the game, like just getting Blink Root, even when you've got like farms and so forth, can kind of be a pain. Alright, let's see. We need 12 iron or platinum ore, which I think we've got here. We've got the gel. I think... Let's see here. Am I doing my math right? We needed 4... No, we needed 16. 16 platinum ore. That would be so embarrassing if we... if I go back up, or if I went back up and I just like... Alright. If we dug ourselves into an area with no caves whatsoever, kind of looks like it. I think that down there is our near... Oh, no, we've got one below us. Let's go to that. Oh, boy. Alright. Let's get down here. That would be so embarrassing if we got back up and then the game was just like, actually, you were one short. Because you did your math wrong. Story of my life. Alright, let's check about... It looks like a pretty big cave over to the right of us. Let's go check that out. So yeah, that's just what I'm looking for right now, is large areas that we can kind of scout around for platinum. Oh boy. Alright, let's see here. I think I'll end stream off today with the King Slime fights. I think we should be able to beat both Master and Classic modes, so I think that'll be a good way of ending off stream today. That requires me to just find one more platinum ore, which... Oh, we'll see how generous the game wants to be. You know what I'm going to do is actually go over to the desert biome, I think, because that should be a fair amount easier to explore. So we should be able to just find more surface area. Hopefully be able to find it a bit quicker. So yeah, right now the game is just, you know, doesn't want to give us any more. Oh boy. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we've certainly made a lot of progress in today's stream, so I'm very happy with how much we've done. Alright. Let's see. Let's explore down here and hopefully we can find some platinum ore. Maybe even find some desert chests while we're at it. Hey, it's the golfer. Lovely. Alright. Let's look about, see if we can't find any. That looks like silver ore. Come on, game. Have the starfall a bit lower. Oh boy. Is that one block of platinum ore? It is! Oh, that's funny. think that should be everything we need to start crafting, but just in case. Oh, let's see how long I can survive here, actually. Wow, that goes to show, like, just in one stream how much progress we've made. That, like, that is a situation where we definitely would have died at the start of stream. But, you know, we've been able to make enough progress to where we can, you know, reasonably live that without too much trouble. Oh, there's a lot of platinum. Yeah, let's get that and then we'll go back. Or maybe the game is just going to tell us we're going back right now. I hear that. Alright, cool. Alright, come on. Just let me harvest my platinum ore in peace, yeah? There we go. Alright, then we teleport back, sort all of our stuff away. Then we should be good. Get our platinum bars. We have more than enough. Lovely. Right, research those. Yeah, and then let's research our gel as well. Alright, we should have enough to make... Here, I want rubies, platinum bar, and gel. And then we craft 2 platinum crowns. And then we'll need to go over to here. To the corruption biome. Or the corrupted biome, to craft them into the actual boss summons. Then we'll be alright. We'll take on King Slime and then end out stream there. I think that'll be a good stream. Made a lot of progress today. It is nice how, like, Terraria is designed in such a way that, like, once you start getting some momentum, it really does begin to flow. Like, once you get the general idea of how boss fights work, you really do, like, you can start to progress pretty quickly through the game. You don't necessarily need to, like, spend too much time futzing about. The game does kind of give you that. It's only when you have, like, you beat large bosses that the game is like, alright, you've had your time to, like, kind of you've had your time to fight the bosses. Now it's time to explore and get a bit stronger again. Alright, now we have enough to research our boss summon. Very nice, and we can go ahead and fight it. Alright, I am going to load up on potions, not for the classic mode fight, but for the master mode fight. I think potions will probably be necessary for that one. But for the base fight, we should be fine. Alright, let's take a look now at just classic mode King Slime. Like, as you can see in classic mode, he is pretty slow. Why don't... Oh, I realized that when we swapped over to classic mode, we lost an accessory slot. So that is a thing with master mode versus classic mode. Is in master mode, you do get another accessory slot. It's kind of the game's way of giving you a bit of an advantage. I was like, why isn't my Feral Claw working? But yeah, like, you know, we can stay pretty close here. Like, I can just, you know, I can tank the hits from King Slime pretty easily, you know, especially because we are at max health at this point. Like, the only really dangerous thing is the little slimes that he summons here, as well as the fact that he does teleport. So yeah, but you know, as long as you're being careful, you have a decent weapon, you have enough health, maybe a little bit of armor. King Slime in classic mode really shouldn't be a problem at all. It's when we swap back over to master mode that it begins to be a little bit more challenging. Let's see here. I think I will try and craft a bonfire here, or a campfire here real quick. Just to help with our... well, never mind, we're already at full health. Okay, let's see, let's go ahead and buff up and resummon King Slime. So yeah, in this version of the fight, I really hope our little guy stays alive. You'll see that he summons spiked slimes and not just like regular slimes, which spiked slimes deal a fair bit more damage, have a little bit more health. Closer in terms of difficulty to the spiked jungle slimes from earlier. But even still, like, you can see here, as long as you have an arena set up, he's generally pretty easy. You just have to avoid him with ranged attacks. And, you know, just don't let him corner you. As long as you have an arena, King Slime really is no trouble at all. You know, if you keep an eye out for his teleporter, you know, it should be fine. No, the nerdy slime! So, just like our normal NPCs, the pets do respawn. It is just kind of unfortunate, though, that we've lost a little pet there. But, you know, they did have the unfortunate circumstance of spawning directly inside of our arena. But yeah. As you can see here with Master Mode, like, the only real change is that, you know, he moves a little bit faster, and he summons spiked slimes instead of just normal blue slimes. And King Slime, despite being the first boss of the game, by the game's definition, it's almost never the first boss you actually fight in the game. Just because in order to fight King Slime, you need to have the world event Raining Slimes to occur, which is a relatively rare event. Like, I have gone for entire playthroughs, like going into the second half of the game, without having the event occur naturally. So, like, despite being the first boss of the game, he's actually a relatively hard boss to summon, unless you craft his summon manually like we've done. But yeah, as you can see there, we've got our second Master Mode boss defeated. Got a little bit of gear here too. We'll go ahead and throw on the ninja shirt to give us a little bit of extra defense. But yeah, I think with that wrapped up, we'll go ahead and end stream off here. You know, you could be anywhere at all and you chose to be here with me. I really appreciate that. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and have a good one. Alright, I'll see you guys around.